But basically, at the end of the day, you know, I come back to it, and I'm sorry, I sound a boring old fart, but, you know, my 9 years in government, Mrs. Thatcher, if I'd gone round number 10 waving a glass of rubbish Rioja, I mean, I'd be out of my ear. There was, you know, there are certain standards that ought to be maintained. And, you know, Boris is, you know, he's born too late. He should have been running a Prohibition-era bar in Chicago somewhere in the 1920s. And if he thinks that he can wriggle out of this, Mystic Mellor thinks he's not going to be able to wriggle out of it. The question is, how long will it take for the Tories to realise it can be never glad, confident morning again with Boris?
Well, it'll be the Parliamentary Select Committee that will put the final nails in the coffin, I think, which is... When will that start? Next week? When the cross-party elect will interview Prime Minister Boris Johnson at in the House of Parliament and make him understand and make him... hold him to scrutiny, surely.
Is there a difficulty, Claire, where the process of investigating this is so long? We have the police, we've got Sue Gray, then you've got this committee, that actually the public right now are saying, can you deal with my energy bills? I mean, yes, I'm not so worried about a party that was a year and a bit ago.
This select committee consists of a lot of people who aren't even household names in their own front room, you know. It's not a distinguished group. I think that Sue Gray is a far more potent threat. But what would be a potent threat to Boris is basically people recoiling in outrage about this. You know, what the Tories must have hoped is that it's more than 2 years now, that people would forget about it, but they don't forget about it. And every picture tells a story. This is the sad thing.
But it didn't tell the story to the Met Police, did it, those pictures? I mean, a blind man and a galloping horse can see what's going on in those photographs. But
how much more evidence do we need that the Met Police is one of the most useless organisations on God's earth, you know?
One of the extremely awkward details, I think, is that a security guard internally tried to stop the party and was mocked.
And was mocked for doing it. And he, you know, quite right, voice of reason. I don't think, one, we should be here. I don't think, two, we should be doing what we're doing. And three, let's stop. Oh, who do you think you are? Don't be silly.
That's
come
terrible,
on.
Isn't it?
It's only a drink. Come on.
Well, we're going to have yet another lively Prime Minister's questions a little later on.